welcome to College Band Radio Live, brought to you by College Marching, sponsored by Flip Folder app. Jason, you just missed. I don't know what you were saying, but we cut you off with the going live. Sorry about that. Anyway, I hope everyone out there is having a great week and had a good week last week too. If you missed us, make sure you're checking us out on social media. We got all the social medias up there above my head. We got our Twitter at College Band RDO, our Instagram at College Band Radio. And if you didn't hear last time, or maybe the time before, I don't know when we started doing it, we also now have a TikTok. Follow us at College Band Radio. By the way, we're kind of famous on there. We were in a compilation. This morning, I woke up to a message from somebody who, when I was studying music, she was a doctoral student. I was, just in my first year in the music ed program, and I ended up leaving it. But she sent me a message. She was like, "Hey, Craig, I saw you in a band TikTok compilation talking about how the French horn is actually German," and that's a good thing to wake up to. There's a lot of worse notifications I could have gotten in the morning. That made my day.
Interesting. I just like the thing of I'm just imagining Craig, I saw you on TikTok, and you're like, all right. It's like, okay.
That's called fame.
Honestly, I'd say we're pretty famous. I'd say we're up there, everyone knows Mr. Beast, David Dobrik, Pat McAfee in the podcasting world, Joe Rogan maybe, College Band Radio. We're up there. We're up there with the big dogs. We're still waiting for that Spotify deal though. So Spotify.
If there's a list of podcasts on Spotify, we're definitely on the list.
Yeah.
In no particular order.
Yeah,
we're on the list.
We've made the list. That's the first step.
Yeah. Call Her Daddy just got a $60 million deal. I think College Band Radio can get 1 million out of that. I would be more than happy. I will settle for a $1 million contract, Spotify. So if you wanna do it, get in touch.
And if that's a little bit too steep, we'll even settle for $500,000.
Hell, we'll settle for $250,000.
Really, I do it for $20. So.
You guys are negotiating yourselves down. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm not a
Spotify's
businessman.
we'll just wait and see how low they'll go.
Yeah, they're
we'll
definitely
get
just
to the point
there.
where we'll do it for free. They're okay.
Well, that's what we're doing now, kind of. Not really. We have our delightful sponsor. We do have Marcus from Flip Folder.
Shout out Marcus.
And so we're not doing it for free. But in terms of where we're posting, we're not platform exclusive yet. So let's bring it out.
I feel like we're gonna be platform exclusive to an obscure podcasting platform that you've never heard of.
We're gonna be
and then
platform
we're gonna lose all of our viewers.
collegebandradio.com.
Good.
Okay.
When I finally finish it, I haven't had a chance to work on it in a few weeks, but listeners, we are getting a website. We are building one, and eventually you'll be able to go there and get all of your podcasting needs directly from us.
We do have a local CS person who is able to do that.
We do. I literally do that stuff for a job, so
hopefully he's pretty good at it. You'll be the judge.
I'm not great at design. That's what the artistic people are for, and I just make it look what they
Essentially,
want.
find all the bugs you can, and please send them to us.
Yeah.
And we'll read them off in the live show.
Yeah. It'll be like the
The
roasted
weekly
Craig.
bug roundup.
Exactly.
See, it's good that we have Craig and Jason for things like this, because as soon as you may know, I took a coding class last semester. I had a lot of fun, but I am not very good at it. Full disclosure, I'm kind of I would get so excited because I feel like looking at the preview of my stuff and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at it go, the website's working, and then I'll get 50 errors in it. I hate it. I hate it.
I took a coding class last semester. It was an HTML class.
Oh, wait, I took an assembly class and I made this thing that looks kind of like a bomb.
Nice.
I did drop the class halfway through it, so I will be
Nice.
retaking the class, but this is my thing.
Do you know what I spend my time doing with my computer science degree?
Computers?
Well, partially, but also I have
Building a Minecraft server?
No, I have a paint by numbers that we work on at work with my team.
I feel like
During lunch, that's what we do.
Craig, I feel like with a big boy
that's
job,
so
you can
fun.
afford a better easel than that.
Yeah, I can, but like, why pay for another thing that I'm gonna have to move in a few weeks? Instead, I just have my grocery cart.
I guess that works.
It's really convenient.
Wait, do you have your own grocery cart?
So it's not like it's like one of those, like these little ones that like fold up that have wheels.
I cannot see that.
Yeah, I know. I'm not lifting it out. It's like one of those. It's not like a in-store shopping cart. It's just like a little foldable one that you stick in your trunk. Then when you get home, you open it up, put everything in, like wheel all your stuff up into your apartment. Because to carry all of the groceries, like all the way from the parking lot into there, it would be a tough one.
So what if you have stairs?
Well, then you wheel it up the stairs. You go backwards and pull it up and hope your eggs don't crack. But luckily, I'm on the first floor, so I don't have to worry about that.
Interesting. I've never heard of
rolling
this cart.
backpacks in elementary
Oh,
school.
I wanted one so
I
badly.
wanted one so bad.
But my
And
mom
people
was
looked
like,
so
no.
cool.
They were so, and then my school banned them.
People would like hurt
Why?
people's ankles with
I don't
those
know.
backpacks.
School
Yeah,
banned
they would like
everything.
throw them at people.
Would they?
I
They would
thought
like
people just get brake
Have-
checked.
My school also
What
banned
kind of
Heelys.
schools did you guys go to?
went
Ones
to
with
a
rolling
private
backpacks?
school.
Oh yeah, me too.
I went to a public school, but rolling backpacks were never banned, to my knowledge.
They banned silly bands at my school.
They,
Oh,
they
they
did
did
ban
mine
those
too.
at mine too. I honestly,
I don't remember.
remember.
No, we had them for a while because we would trade them at recess. That was like your flex.
yeah.
Roll up with your silly bands on your wrist. Like,
Yeah.
push them around. I don't know why silly bands were such a big thing.
Because
in
they were rubber
hindsight.
bands that were shaped like things. It's basically like the dino nuggets of rubber bands.
Listen, Dino
That's
Nuggets
fair.
are special though.
They are. They really are. I was eating
Love
dino
Dino
nuggets a
Nuggets.
couple days ago, and I was wondering, at what age does it stop becoming acceptable to have just dino nuggets as a meal?
Never.
Probably the Jurassic Age.
Probably.
Oh, I guess it's era. It's not really an age.
Yeah.
Oh, that pun didn't really work.
It was
I
close.
tried.
I appreciated
It's
it.
an epoch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. On a more of a college band related topic, Savannah, I think you have some news to share with the class.
Wait, Hannah, what were you trying to say?
You guys were saying college
My
band related
bad.
topics. So I was gonna plug the PMBs thing before we talk about the
Oh,
other thing.
go for it.
So I don't know how many people are watching this right now. Probably like millions of people, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But as you may have seen on the socials, the PMB, which of course I am in, is currently fundraising. So we will be able to travel to Iowa State for when you and I and Iowa State play. That used to be a tradition for us every year in our bands, like get together, and it was really fun until we didn't have athletics didn't have funding to do it one year. Then obviously COVID, but they told us this year, they're like, hey, if you can fundraise enough money before the end of June, you guys can go to Iowa State. And huge shout out to Michael Barish and College Marching. What they're doing for us is everyone who follows and or retweets, they will donate 5 cents to our travel fund. So go check them out on Twitter. Please like and retweet. Me and all the members of the PMB would really appreciate it. And that's my plug.
Lovely.
I just
That's
like, really
exciting.
I just really want to go back because it's so fun to hang out with the Iowa State band. But that was where I had my first performance as a freshman. So then getting to go back there for the first time, like 5 years later, and having my first show at Iowa State would just be like really special. Which it'll be special no matter what, of course. But it would just be cool to like start the end where I started it all.
All right, it all comes full circle.
Yeah. Full circle, all the way
Kind of
around.
like round and round and round, kind of like a cyclone.
Huh? Huh?
I hate it.
I see what you did there.
And I also would like the record to reflect. You can actually see this on my Instagram too. You know how Iowa State got famous for flossing? We did that at Iowa State the same year. Literally, we did it first on their field, but they were the ones who went viral for it. And I was
mean,
like,
it is
that's
their field.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
We did it
theirs.
first. Go Cats.
But did they do it better?
Savannah, no.
Savannah, no. Oh my God, Savannah, stop.
I will leave the call.
I
Oh
meant
no,
Savannah,
she's the host.
I meant
Yeah.
Savannah as in Savannah, please take it away. But then everybody was still talking, so then I felt bad because I jumped the gun a bit. So
Savannah, no.
Savannah, please stop talking. You haven't even started yet, but like, I'm just gonna tell you right now. You just
I saw Savannah's face like.
What?
I was just trying to understand what's going. Anyways, so yeah, the college football playoff. They're doing a quote unquote feasibility study over the summer to see if a 12-team playoff is like feasible, right, for upcoming seasons, which is pretty interesting. Because it doesn't. The way it works is like it has like the 6 highest ranking conference champions. So you don't have to be from the Power 5 or anything. But the top 6 ranking ones get a bye, and then there's a play-in game. So that second round is going to be like the New Year's Six Bowls. So it's interesting to think about that. How if this ends up happening, it's like, how are the bowl games going to change? Like how that whole thing goes, or because that would really basically mean an extra week of play after conference championships for the play-in teams. So that'd be a whole nother game added to the season.
I mean, don't they already have like those? Can't they just use those bowls as those conference games or as those playoff games, or no?
Well, so they're doing since there would be like 2 rounds, right? So the top 6 get a bye the first round. The second round would be like the New Year's Six Bowls, but then the first round would be just like a play-in game. So I don't think it would be like another bowl game. I don't think the play-in games would be another bowl game. I think it would be just like a standalone game, because I think there has to be 2 weeks or something. There has to be a certain amount of time between like the rounds or stuff like that.
Does there have to be though? I mean, because like normal football games are only 1 week apart. So like, why does that change for the post? I guess because they don't know who their opponent is gonna be going into it. You could
Maybe they just make it all in one day.
Yeah, just 3 games in one day for the teams. That goes from like from like an 8 seed to win.
Exactly.
3 games in one day.
I would like to see. I love that kind of chaos personally. As you know,
I would hate to see the injuries from that game. Ooh.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like my thought on the 12-game playoff is it's just, this is going to make me sound mean, but it's redundant. I feel like the college football playoffs in general, like with all the bowl games and stuff, stretch on for decades already. I don't need that much football. At some point we have to just stop. I feel like
disagree.
That's too much.
I love the fact that we get more championship football.
I think that what they should do is, just either go with an 8-team playoff or a 16-team playoff. And there's enough teams in the league to have a full 16-team playoff. There's enough. They can do it. And just push it back. You just push it back a couple weeks. The Super Bowl used to be way earlier. Now it's like all the way in February. You can push. You can move stuff around when you're making the calendar. You can do whatever you want.
I think it's cool that we just get more teams in the playoff, because like those are one game, so it's like anything can happen in one game. It's not like it's a series. I mean, anything can still happen in a series, but like the one games are just like upset central right there. So I would love to see like a 1 seed get upset by a team that just did a play-in game. Yeah. And everything is just chaotic.
I don't know.
The other, the flip side of it is what's interesting about it is because they said the top 6 conference champions, but you have teams like Notre Dame and like BYU that they're independent, right? So it doesn't matter if they are seeded 1 in the country, they'll still get like at least a 5 seed. So then that's kind of weird. But I guess that's kind of a small instance because there's not very many independent teams. But
I feel like they could just, I don't know. They should. Why would they listen to me? But like I feel like they should just have a pool of like the top teams in the country, like the conference championship winners, and have like those independent teams who are ranked very high in the AP poll, but like don't have a conference to like win, like Notre Dame or BYU, and then just like put them all in like put them all on a whiteboard. And then just start ranking the teams and just make 16 teams. Like what is 12? 8? 6?
12.
12. Yeah, just rank them like 1 through 12. and that's it. Haven't played.
Here's my proposed adaptation: is but I think we should just include whoever wins the FCS national championship. I think they should get to.
Is
play
that
in
after?
the-
Isn't that after the F? Isn't that after though?
No, it's before,
Is it before?
because we're considered a bowl game for our national championship.
Oh.
But I think that would be fun because, like, as much beef as I normally have with, like, North Dakota State, for example, like, you know what? I want to go see them beat Alabama or something. I don't know. I think it would be funny. And then it would, like, also bring more attention to that level of football because you get an upset and people are like, well, I've never heard of this school in my whole life. And I would that's some UMBC kind of publicity waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I need like something to truly care about in playoffs because, like, of course, my like FBS teams, Iowa State, which they're usually really good. They were really good last year, and then like Michigan, and we suck at football, so I don't really want to see. I'm not gonna have that in the playoffs ever. So I don't know.
No.
I think that'd be cool. I just
I
like
think
that.
I think the
I think
way
that'd be
that
cool.
would work well, you know, in my opinion, there's 11 FBS conferences and 12 spots, which means that 12th spot could either go to the top ranked, the top ranked independent team, or it could go to the FCS championship winner if we want to go that route. I think it all depends on the timing of that. I don't know when their championship is, but
They're really strongly like, what is it? Like, avoiding doing automatic bids.
yeah.
So
I think they should too.
They're really against doing like automatic bids for that. Like, there was a hypothetical, if they took the 12 team playoff and then applied it to like this past season, which, I mean, that was weird
Yeah.
anyways. Coastal Carolina would have been in, Cincinnati would have been in,
Chanticleers.
Oregon would not have been in, which is kind of sad for the Pac-12, but like that doesn't matter.
I don't think
But-
it's sad that Oregon didn't make it.
I think it's fine.
Ducks down. Ducks
I
down.
think it's fine because they didn't win the championship anyways.
Good.
But anyway, Cincinnati and Coastal Carolina would have been in. I think that would have been really cool. So who knows
The
what
only
that would have meant for like BYU as well, because BYU is pretty highly ranked.
The only thing I don't like about the automatic bids is if you have like the top 1 and 2 teams in the country in the AP poll, and they happen to be both in the SEC, for example, and one wins the conference and one doesn't because there's a winner and a loser. Like, the second number 2 ranked team in the country like would not get a playoff spot, even if they deserve it, with the 11 automatic bids.
That's why I open it up to 16.
I think we should do
Make
64.
a full power of 2.
Just
Don't
do March
don't
Madness.
halfway.
Let's just
Honestly,
do January. Just do like
alright.
December
I
Madness.
was like,
Good.
I was thinking about that
All
January
right.
jostling.
That would
they could be
not
like
happen.
jostling on the field. That was a stretch,
You know
but
what? Okay.
That would double this.
Oh,
That would double the season out, like more than double.
because
That'd be okay.
March
Anna
Madness.
loves
Imagine
that.
that.
I'd be
Yeah.
fine with it.
Football.
Imagine being in marching band until like February.
No, it
Well-
wouldn't. It would be
I
through
did
Well,
that
we
February.
wouldn't.
last
I wouldn't
year.
be.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, even if I was still in school.
Yeah, my team would not make it that far.
No.
I just
Jason,
imagine,
neither of our
like,
teams
being
would
in the
even make it
bands
at
that
all.
would
So
though. I mean,
we might make it to December, like late December. That's about it.
I don't know.
If we get
Rutgers
lucky
is
and get
definitely gonna
get those sweet 6 wins.
be a contender competitively in regular season games by 2022, because I mean, I don't know if y'all have been watching, but we've got the number 5 recruiting class in the country. So
Yeah, I have not been watching.
I have not been watching. You're
I
absolutely
have,
right.
'cause I have an interest
I'm
in
pretty
it.
sure I saw you. You talked about it on Twitter. I
I
think so.
talk
That's the
about
only
it
reason.
all the time because Rutgers is like 40% of my personality. New Jersey is another, 30%. And
I love
one
how those things are
specific
exclusive.
restaurant. No, they're 2 separate categories. Rutgers and
That's
New
what-
Jersey
yeah,
are 2
that's what I
separate
said,
things.
right?
Yeah, 40%, 30%. The about 20% is a restaurant that I used to work at college called Hansel and Griddle. I love them, and they love me. If you want more content about them, follow me at MySorota on Twitter.
And then the last 12% is math skills, right?
No, definitely not.
Wink.
Also, 10%. Oh,
Yeah.
I
Get the joke, Greg? Yeah.
I get it.
I see there's no percentage in there for comedy.
No, that last bit is empty. I am
It's a void.
10% airhead.
I am 90% head empty, no thoughts, and like 10% like stupid memes.
I have a lot of thoughts in my
think.
head. They're just not good. They're just stupid. No
Yeah,
waste
okay,
of space.
same. I have a lot of thoughts, but they're not things I should say out loud. They're
Exactly.
stupid.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like how my math teacher or my math professor my freshman year asked me, I had to go to his office hours for something, and he looked at me, he was like, "Are you stupid?" I was like, "Yeah." I just like kind of shrugged. I didn't know what to do, but I didn't disagree.
You should have hit him with that. It takes one to know one.
Oh, that would have been a
I'd
good
only
one.
been at UNI for 3 weeks. I was not ready for that.
It takes
If it
one to
would have
know one.
happened when I was like a senior, I would have been like, "Oh, bet." I don't know. I would have said something stupid, I'm sure.
Yeah. I think one of, sometimes I'm good at like BSing stuff on the spot though. Like I would say that my top, my top moment was I was taking an environmental studies class it was fall of 2019, and it was like the first week. Our homework assignment was to just take a picture of something that you considered nature and have an explanation as to why. And everybody took a picture of like a tree or like grass and like it's natural. I went and took a picture because I completely forgot about the assignment until I was walking to class and was like, and so I took a picture of like the most like industrial looking building on campus and submitted that. And I was like, what is natural. but something that's like, if something's made by an animal, if like a beaver makes a dam, that dam is natural. Humans are just animals. This man-made structure is natural. And I BS that, and he loved it to the point where on the last lecture, he did a callback to that. He was like, we had some great discussions like that time when I think it was that guy back there pointing to me. It was like, it explained how, the Hill Center, which is the name of the building, is somehow a natural structure. And I personally don't know if I agree with it, but it was an argument that held up.
I liked the gusto.
It checked the marks.
It was bold, but
It seemed
was
like he really put a lot of thought into it.
I BS'd that assignment so hard. I don't even remember the professor's name. I was about to call him out and be like, "Hey, if you're watching, don't change my grade." But
Yeah.
I think
Craig has to actually go back to Rutgers for another year.
He's gonna knock on your door and take your degree.
Yeah, if he wants to come
Gonna
all the way
rip
out
your
here,
diploma
I'll give
right
him a
off
beer.
the wall.
This
Oh,
website says Texas is gonna go to the Cheez-It Bowl.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want to do that.
Like a way too
There-
early.
Yeah,
I
that's
imagine,
what I'm
like,
looking
it's
up
like
right
the
now.
Idaho Potato Bowl, where there's just a bowl of potatoes, but instead it's just a bowl
Yeah.
of Cheez-Its.
Mayo
Bowl.
that's like a thing. Do any of you know
The way
the,
that they
the
didn't
YouTube
pour
channel
out
John
mayo.
Boy?
No.
Sounds familiar.
It's a YouTube channel where like they go and they take like sports clips and just do like commentary over it. And they did one over the ending of the Cheez-It Bowl, and he was like, all right, they're looking for like the Gatorade jug, and then but number 3, he wants to be part of. But he's, and then like the other guys like walked away, like, oh, he's not. I don't know. Go look it up. It's really funny. But they took like a Gatorade cooler full of Cheez-Its and dumped it on the coach. Then they were doing like Cheez-It angels on the ground. they're-
The poor field
Honestly.
staff is just like,
Oh, I felt so bad for the people who have to clean that up afterwards. Getting that out of the turf. Ooh.
yeah, the field staff is just like on the sideline, like,
And things are probably
I
like
just
an NFL
watched
game
the
the next
Mayo
day.
Bowl to see if they put mayo in the Gatorade tub. That's
I
the
did
only
not.
reason I
was
watched
very
it.
Disappointed. I
I
was
think
very
that would be-
disappointed.
Can you imagine that? That would have been so funny.
I've been saying this for years now, but I think that they should take the 2 worst teams in the league and have American Standard sponsor a bowl game and call it the Toilet Bowl.
I think that would be funny.
I think it would be
actually.
so funny. And
That would be
especially if
funny.
they did that earlier, Rutgers probably would have played in that one.
Not too late. They
Two-time
still
toilet
could.
bowl champions.
Exactly. I'm not sure you want to
I
brag
don't
about
see-
that one.
But who gets bragging rights? Do you want the bragging rights of being the second worst team, or be like, yeah, we're the worst team? Woo!
Hmm.
Like,
Honestly,
what does it mean to be the toilet bowl champion? Does it mean you were the
it
best?
means that
the
you are
worst, or
not
does
the
it mean
worst
that-
team in the
I
league.
have a great rebuttal for that. Pardon my French, but it means that they're full of shit.
Oh, why we're
Oh.
both saying that.
Please, there could be children.
I'm sorry, I said
It's
pardon my
Children,
French.
Children.
This is a hectic live right here. Oh.
Wait, I have a great idea.
Ooh,
This
I
is
like
a complete reversal of topic.
All right.
Savannah and I talked about this earlier.
Okay.
But so imagine like we have imagine, hear me out. We post like a poll or something where it's like, oh, I don't know exactly the specifics of what this thing is gonna say, but like, hey, if you want to like do a t-shirt exchange with a random band person from a different school, put your name in and we'll get you guys connected.
Ooh.
And then we act as like a middle party, and we were like, okay, here, Hannah from UNI, you are matched up with Savannah from the University of Washington. If you guys want to exchange something, get in touch. But like something like that.
A swag swap.
Yeah, essentially that.
I
would-
love that.
I think t-shirts would be a great idea.
I think
But yeah,
that-
that's what I was thinking
I think
about.
that's fun. I like that.
Yes, please.
I'm glad. So at least we'll have 4 people in this swap.
Okay.
Great.
At the very
We have
least,
a
we'll have
majority
4 people.
When voting with the team, we have a majority.
I think, and it could be open to like not just students, but also like alumni,
Mhm.
like band alumni.
Exactly. You know, like you got some like old cool merch from like, you know, the 90s, early 2000s that's like
Vintage.
cool.
Mhm.
You got some like 70s gear. You probably don't want to get rid of that. You probably want to hold on. That's probably, you know, sentimental at that point.
But I think it'd
you
be super cool. I would love
think,
another
I think it would
shirt.
be really awesome. You know?
I got plenty of t-shirts. I can just be like, yeah, I got it. I got this Purdue shirt here, and then trade it, and then they send me a shirt, and I have
You
it
know
on the
what I
shirt.
could do to cause maximum chaos in this thing?
You could
is
burn
I
your house
actually
down.
Hannah's been watching too much
I
Loki.
have an Iowa State marching band T-shirt. So if I really wanted to confuse somebody, I'd get in this T-shirt swap and send them a shirt from a band that is not mine.
Yeah, I have a Maryland band hat that I can send.
I don't remember why I have the Iowa. Oh no, because I thought I was going to Iowa State for a really long time, so I have this cool T-shirt, but now I can't really wear it because I did not go to Iowa
Well,
State.
you can still wear it.
I mean,
I
I
wear,
can't.
like-
I accidentally wore it to PMB rehearsal my freshman year. I can't wear it again. Cannot wear it again. That was.
Wow.
We don't wear red. We can't wear red to rehearsals.
Oh.
I
Oh.
love whatever we
It's like
want.
an
I don't-
unspoken rule.
I don't like that rule. I like red. I like my scarlet.
Oh, you can wear
I have so
scarlet.
many-
You probably just can't wear red.
Well, scarlet is
Or
red.
crimson.
Can I wear mauve?
What?
I don't know. Emma.
I think it's a red. I think it's.
like
I thought it was like a
Kinda.
pink kind of color.
One of my
I don't
friends
know.
recently told me that like, there's such thing as like navy red. It's like crimson.
No.
But just like there's a navy
No.
blue, there's navy. But you know exactly what navy red is. If I told you navy red,
No, I mean,
You
now
would
that,
know what
now
that
you
is.
Not a
said
real
crimson,
thing.
like I'm picturing it as like a
Or like
a
maroon?
crimson-y.
like a
I
navy
know
red.
what color maroon.
But if
no,
you said
I would
if you
say
just said navy red, I wouldn't think of that.
I would
Oh,
still
wow,
think
you
of
guys are
navy
weird.
blue, except
I-
This is a more
red.
purple color.
I'm in a Facebook
So
group
absolutely, we
called
could wear
Poll
mauve.
Party, and I'm gonna make a poll about that. I'm
Navy
gonna ask
red.
if you hear navy red, what shade of red comes to mind?
I feel like you could put navy in front of any color. Navy
I
orange.
think about navy
What
blue,
does
and then I
navy
think about
orange
red.
look like?
Yeah,
think
that's how I
about
am, Savannah.
looks like
red.
this.
That's orange.
No, I
That's
feel
the
like this
color
is
my parking tickets all are.
navy
actually,
orange.
Wow.
You and I have so many in my car. But
Or
I think I
what
hate
about
them.
like navy no, I guess navy blue's already a color. What about-
Well, the whole reason it's navy blue is for the navy.
Yeah,
Because their
it's-
colors are literally blue. So saying
Yeah,
something like
it's the
navy red
blue.
does not make sense.
I see what you did there. I understand.
That's not what she did. That's what the color deciding people decide
You know,
on.
actually, it's from back in when the British, had a great navy and everything. That the officers always wore blue, and I think that was
So
the
it's
thing.
still the navy. It's still the navy. That specific shade of blue. Like I'm not gonna take this poster on my wall and be like, "This is navy orange," because that's not the
The
navy doesn't wear
robots have
orange.
taken over the navy.
I'm pretty sure all colors are made up, Hannah.
Oh gosh, I think about that all the time. I'm like, what if there are colors? There's colors I can't see, and it's just like there's nothing I can do about
What
that.
do you guys think this color is?
It looks
Blue.
like light blue to me.
Gray.
Like a powder blue.
It's not really blue here. This is a blue.
It
Blue,
looks like
it's like
a
light blue.
slightly
Blue.
bluish gray.
How do
It's
you feel
like
about
powder blue.
lavender?
No,
No.
it's not lavender.
Nope, not lavender.
Lavender is more purple.
Yeah, lavender's like a light purple.
It's
That's
the
like
camera.
I probably have
Okay.
something in here that's lavender.
What color do you think this is?
Navy green.
Actually, it's orange.
Oh,
It's
sorry, navy orange.
Orange.
Navy orange.
Shut up! I'm from New York.
Orange. Aren't you glad?
I was trying to find some sort of joke that had "Aren't you glad" in it, but I couldn't
Aren't
think
you
of it in
glad I
time.
didn't say orange?
Bye.
Orange. Speaking of oranges, I always think of that like what is it, the Syracuse mascot?
Yes.
There was this picture that like No Context College Football tweeted, and it was I don't remember the name of the mascot, but it was just like sitting against a wall. It was just
I saw that.
really funny.
I think
I
I saw that
did
because
see
I think
that,
you made, like
actually.
you liked it and it showed up on my thing, or maybe you retweeted it. But I definitely saw that because of you.
Funny.
I feel
I
like I
was
see a
looking for
lot
that
of
picture.
things because of you guys. Like my Twitter is not actually that active. Like I don't really follow many things. I don't think. But I like, especially Craig. I feel like I see a lot of stuff from Craig. I see a lot
use
of
Twitter a
Marvel
lot.
stuff from Hannah.
That's true. I tweet too much, but I don't have any regrets.
I feel like Savannah's I see every once in a while. And just pops up like,
I
oh look,
get a
Savannah.
lot
posted
of-
it.
Really
Savannah
tweet.
posted it.
I get a lot of Disney stuff and a lot of Met stuff because of one specific person who I follow who never stops tweeting about the Mets and Disney. Adam in the chat, he knows who I'm talking about. But yeah, it's kind of annoying because I don't care about the Mets or Disney World. And that's like
you think-
95% of the stuff that shows up on my feed.
Do you think Disney World will ever get their like a professional sports team?
No.
Like this is
Amazing.
this is
I
the
will-
Disney
the
World
Magic,
League.
the Orlando
Shut down
Magic.
Sports.
Oh, I
NBA
guess like the
team.
Orlando Magic, but like
Yeah, but
that's
that's
not
not
like
like
it's not
Disney's.
Disney team. It's Orlando. Like I mean like literally Disney. Like
Well, the problem is
This is-
Disney owns ESPN, so there'd be a conflict of interest.
there's
What
probably a
doesn't
lot
Disney
of
own
yeah.
at this point? Like genuinely, they
Apple.
own everything.
They don't own
That's
the
only a matter
screwdriver.
of time. Actually, fun fact.
This
about
one's
that.
mine.
This is my screwdriver. I own it.
This is
Pixar
my
was
Red Bull.
Pixar was originally
I
owned
know.
by Apple.
I know,
So
but Pixar.
What?
actually-
No,
yeah.
Pixar wasn't owned by Apple. Steve Jobs left Apple, created Pixar, came back to Apple.
So it's
I
like
did-
a
I
weird
did
step
a
cousin
little
relationship.
research project about Steve Jobs in high school because I was a nerd when I took my HTML class and did a little website about him.
I read a book on Steve Jobs.
Nice.
It's good. He's quite a fellow. I'll be honest. He was quite an interesting man.
Yeah.
He made some choices.
There's been a couple movies on him too, actually.
There
like
haven't been.
two-
I think,
two or
they've all been pretty
three.
bad.
I
I didn't see them. I thought, if I remember correctly, they all got like bad reviews.
I see Michael Fassbender and I think great movie.
I don't know. I don't know who that
I
is.
haven't seen them.
I
He's
think I
he's
have-
the new he's
you know
the new
TikTok
Magneto.
audio? I don't know who that man is. I've never seen that man in my life. Now that we're TikTok famous,
Exactly,
I
you
better
know.
talk about it more, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just take your guys' word for the fact we're TikTok famous since I still do not have TikTok.
I have it just so I can see TikToks people send to me. That's it. I don't
Yeah.
Well,
actually use
people
it.
send them to me in Snapchat and stuff, and it lets me look at them without like opening the app. So I just
Interesting.
don't have TikTok. I don't have the patience for the videos, which is funny because one, I'm a film major, and two, they're like 10 seconds long. I miss Vine. Vine was better.
Is it too
I-
long for you?
Vine, I think, was.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm not
I
patient. enough
liked
to
the
sit
way
through
the
a whole
platform
TikTok.
was, but as a platform itself, it handled itself very poorly. But I think the 6-second videos really forced people to be more creative.
Yeah,
That
like
makes
there's
sense.
too much. There's too many dumb TikToks.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure there were a lot of
Dang.
dumb Vines too, but
No.
I hate the ones that are
Never.
like, wait till the end, and then you wait till the end, and it's a 3-minute long TikTok, and there's nothing at the end. It just
And
ends.
you've wasted 3 minutes of your life.
Exactly.
More often than
that's
not,
my
I'll just
thing.
get halfway through and just like
I
move on.
I always have to wait for the end.
Dang,
I never
Craig.
That's the
Craig.
problem
I
is
need
that
to
like
know.
they're so some of them are so long that I'm just like I don't like watching YouTube because of all the ads. I don't want to sit through them. Like, I'm just not patient enough. I like need it. I need that instant like let's go or like let's not. I just pick one. I don't want to sit here and wait.
My favorite ones are the ones that obviously started out as like Snapchat videos
Yeah.
that people save that don't have any like text on them. There's like no words. It's just like, the weirdest thing that's ever happening. It's just you just watch it and you have to let it unfold and there's like no caption, no context, and I just always make me lose my mind just laughing at those.
My favorite ones are the TikToks that like a bunch of people like hop on the trend. Like a few weeks ago there was the guy who was like, today is my birthday and that means I get to show you all my girlfriend, and so like he had her on
I
screen but like
remember
it was
that.
like just like this part like around them, so that people were like adding in arms and whatnot, and like creating this whole scene of like she was being held hostage, and then there were like the FBI was like raiding his house while that was being filmed. There was like a lot of lore that went into that. Also, the bread TikTok.
The
See,
bread.
I saw that like on
Bread.
I saw those TikToks on Twitter because if it makes it over to Twitter, it's probably funny enough for me to sit and watch it. But it's like the screen recording where they showed the progression of like adding the scene around was really funny.
I love those, and there's just so many funny TikToks like that. That's one thing that, you know, TikTok obviously has that Vine could never do, is like collaborating like that and, you know, making derivative works of other people's. But I don't know, it also allows for people to just make stupid like stolen content. So
Interesting.
but I mean, you can steal content on Vine too. It's a lot easier to steal a 6-second thing than it is to steal a, you know, minute-and-a-half long skit.
I never had a Vine.
I made one, and I think I posted one video, and I was like trying to figure out how to use it, and so it was just like this weird clip of like, I don't know, maybe like 14-year-old me being like, what am I doing?
I have this new thing. All my friends think it's stupid, but it's this game. It's called Pirates of the Caribbean Online. Someone please play it with me. It's
And
great.
you, like,
It's
have
just
boats and
it's the
stuff?
Is that like
it's the
that
Pirates of the
really
Caribbean
old,
universe, but it's online.
Is
It's
that
great.
like that old game from like 2013 or whatever?
Yeah, Disney
I will make
canceled
an
it.
account after
Disney
the,
canceled it, but
Oh,
some
they-
people,
okay,
some smarter than me dudes decided to rebuild the whole game, and they accept like no monetary donations for it, and it's kind of awesome.
Jason, send me a link. I'll make an account later.
Oh, you don't even need a link. Just go straight to Pirates of the Caribbean Online. Just Google it.
Okay.
Download it. It's a launcher. It's like Minecraft. It's great. You can be
If-
on my ship.
If
It's called the
you
Reliable
if you want to
Eel.
join us, then I don't know. Tweet
I don't know.
us.
We'll
Let us
College
know.
figure it out
Band Radio,
somehow.
Let us know.
please.
We don't have,
I'll-
you know, a
Hey, I'll
Discord
see you
or
on the
anything.
high seas.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
download it and just cause havoc. Steal everybody's
Me
steal
too.
everybody's gold or whatever.
I
Crash
will
my
do
boat.
whatever will cause.
I don't know.
I will do whatever will cause the most trouble.
Jump into the sea.
Savannah is
See-
like the isn't it the Leroy? You remember that really old Halo clip where the dude like yells
Leroy!
Leroy, and then he like
Jenkins!
switches, and then all the guys are like, oh god, he literally just went. That'll be Savannah. We'll all be like, all of us like sailing in formation, and Savannah's like, ew.
The thing is, you'll never be able to tell if I'm like actually earnestly trying to figure out what to do, or if I'm like actually trying to mess it up. So it's like
We'll
a,
just
it's a
assume
fun
that
little
you're
game.
actively trying to mess it up.
The only
We'll
like
just
kind
shoot
of
our
open
cannons at
world,
you.
the only kind of open world game like that I've ever really played a whole lot is I got Breath of the Wild like 2 months ago.
Mm.
It's so fun. I'm so bad at it. Like I fully confess, I'm just bad at Breath of the Wild because my guesstimation for how high I can jump off of something or how high I can climb something is usually not super accurate. So I die all the time. Like one time I was just, if you've like played the game, you have your little hang glider. I like jumped off a really high cliff and I was just going. And I wasn't watching like my stamina or whatever. And I was as far off the ground as you could really be. And then my stamina runs out. I just have to watch.
You want
was
to
really
know what a really fun open world game is? Totally
Animal
reliable
Crossing.
delivery service. It's where you're this little guy and you got to go and carry these boxes and put them on vehicles and drive them to their destinations. And it's super like weird and it's like a really cute animation, but it's like surprisingly difficult. I don't know. Maybe there's like, you know, some gamers that are going to see this later who are going to roast me for it, but I'm not an epic gamer. You know,
You could be once you play Pirates of the Caribbean Online.
I will be. I'll be like, you know, Twitch's top streamer. I'll get back. I'll get back to like Twitch streaming, and I'll be that #1 Pirates of the Caribbean Online
We'll start
guy.
a College Band Radio Twitch account, and it's just all of us playing games that have nothing to do with bands.
Exactly.
all
I don't know
Me
what
on
games
Animal
do have
Crossing
something
for
to
like
do with
8
band.
hours.
What?
Really want to get Animal Crossing.
Rock Band.
Actually,
That's
I
not
really wanna
marching
get
band.
Animal
though.
Just
Crossing.
dance.
It's
Virtual
banned,
Just
Craig.
Dance.
I'm trying.
What if we
Yeah.
all got on a Zoom and did Just Dance?
Honestly,
I think that would be
vibe
funny.
with
And then we
that.
just compare scores at the end. Be like, okay.
Yeah,
I feel like we can make that happen
I
in
think-
a
I
live
think-
show.
Funny.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
That, or we all need to get like
Make
Oh,
sure
it's
to
a joke.
online
make
pass
sure to
for
like
Switch
this.
or something.
Nobody will
if this
beat me in
live show-
Rasputin.
If this live show gets
It's my best song.
15 likes,
Undefeated for 6 years.
then we will do it. If it gets 15 likes, I don't think we've ever gotten more than like 3.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the
Good
thing:
luck.
is literally, I think we should, and we just
should do
figure out a
Mario
common- Yeah,
Because I will
yeah,
beat
yeah,
every
yeah.
single one of you.
How about
I need to buy Mario
That's
Kart.
a-
how about if we
but-
get
Very
50
bold
likes?
words,
Michael
Savannah.
Barish will join us
I
for our
would.
Just Dance night. He doesn't
If
know
I'm
it yet,
confident
but
about
he
anything.
will.
If we get
Savannah, I
1,000
will-
subscribers in the next 5 minutes,
Brianna, I will get into a Mario Kart showdown with you any day of the week. I fear nothing. Although,
I don't have-
Go
admittedly,
get
I'm
on
better,
Mario Online.
I'm
That's a
better
work.
on. I'm so much
You can
better.
play
at
people?
the- Yeah, because you can on the Switch, where it's like
No.
it's like $10 a year, and I was like, okay.
Well,
So
that's not
sometimes
bad.
it's like-
That's not bad at
Yeah,
all.
it's like if I'm really bored, I'll get on like Mario Kart and it lets you like just play people on Wi-Fi. So I'm playing people from Japan at like 3 in the morning. And they're literally, I know these people are children and they beat me every time. And I'm like, how do you do that?
I used to play Mario Kart Wii online. That was
I did too, and that was so fun. Although somebody hacked the game one time while I was playing because they were getting like stars and bullets and stuff, and we were literally just sitting at the starting line and they were like lighting up with all their different power-ups. I was like, what?
Savannah was like, wow. How do you do that?
I wish though that I feel like it's like a good thing that you can't like audio chat with whoever you're like playing with, because it's like in Call of Duty and other games you can like talk to whoever's in the game with you. But like Mario Kart, can you imagine how hostile that would be? Mario
would
Kart is serious.
love for them to add that. I know you in Smash, you can in Smash Ultimate, they're like through like their mobile app, you can like have like a voice chat, but I think it's only with your friends. I don't think you can like use that with like random people in
Sad.
your game.
I
don't know,
want to
haven't
yell at
played around
random
with that
people
too
while I
much.
Just
play
trash an
Smash.
insane amount of talk.
I played Smash online like twice because I'm like okay at the Switch version. I was better at Brawl.
Does
just
anybody
'cause I
else
had it
main
for a
Kirby?
really long time.
Melee.
Me, I
for
main
life.
Kirby.
Kirby
I,
game?
I don't know who I,
I
main.
used to main Kirby. I used to main Kirby.
What happened?
You have to
like
play a
on
big
random.
match against a lot of different people, and then you just fly over them. You fly over them until there's only one of them
Hit
left,
that
and then
down
you destroy
B.
them.
I
That's
the
used
game
to do
plan.
that, but then people would call me out, and then they would.
I don't
they
care.
Would all go
And then you say,
gang up on
why
me,
don't
and
you
then
just
they
get
wouldn't.
better?
They wouldn't start playing against each other until they eliminated me.
That means you're good
Playing
though.
against multiple Kirby's is really funny though.
One
They're all
time
just
I
like,
was in a
"Bloop, bloop."
The
I was in
all
a match
Kirby
of
match is
6.
the most fun.
No, we did one time me and my friends did like a 6 or 8 player match on someone's Wii U. Except we were all the ice climbers, so there were 16 characters.
That
It
is
was so
God.
chaotic.
That
It
is
was so
the
chaotic.
worst. That is absolutely the worst.
But yeah, I main Link now though. Now that I know how to fall recover, because I used to always be Pit instead, because you can like click several times, like get up, but now I'm like, oh, if you just up and yeah.
My favorite is trying to down B people off the map. Like when they
Yeah.
fly over the
Usually
edge,
I
it's just
down
like you
B
just go like,
myself.
and then you just, yeah. It's usually not very good, but it's always funny when it actually works.
In Brawl,
used
I
to
loved
do-
Ike. Ike was my main, but
Oh, I liked Ike too.
I mained Zelda in Brawl. The first.
Oh, see,
whatever,
yeah,
the
that's
Wii one.
fun. I was in because that was back in my days when I used to main Kirby too. I mained Kirby on Brawl.
I love Kirby. I think Kirby's the best character.
Me too.
Kirby's.
Because you can
yeah,
have
I
like purple or blue, and then
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, you
The
can
thing
have
is,
that with a
my
lot of
favorite
other
thing to do
characters
is
too.
Kirby.
No.
Is that literally I'd like inhale somebody or whatever, and then like launch out over the side and spit them out, and then they would be too far away to like save themselves.
The best way to win, because I personally like to play stock battles. That's how I like to play. My favorite
Yeah,
way to
that's what I
win
do.
is you get up 1 life on them when they're on their last life. You're at least 1 up. And you swallow them, and you go down. You just take them down with you.
Because you have the life advantage. And You just come
Exactly.
back,
So
you're
even
like,
if
oh, that was
if you
nice.
die, you still have another life. You didn't lose.
Mm-hmm.
And if they get out, they're already like all the way out there. They can't do anything.
Yeah, and then you can down B them again.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, when you're already off the screen, it's hard to down B them and know where
Oh,
they
you can
are.
down B from anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, you can. You don't know where they are though.
You ever tried? No, it's never mind.
No.
Can you imagine down being in the opposite direction? That'd be awesome.
Being-
No. But like, it's the same action
Yeah,
of a down
but it
B,
goes
but it goes up.
Where
Guys,
does
this
it
is
start?
a gaming podcast now.
Yeah.
I like the idea that it just like goes
College
up and then comes back
esports
around.
radio.
It wraps around. That would be chaos. It'd be awesome. Though.
That would be.
But then the question is, what happens if someone down Bs while someone's up Bing and they meet in the middle?
Explosion.
Yeah, the whole game ends.
The game crashes.
You can't play the game anymore. The game card just like explodes.
Your Switch just lights on fire. Straight up, it just burns.
That'd be a lot of Switch. I feel like we'd lose a lot of Switches doing that.
Yeah, I think we would. I think as soon as they add that feature in, Nintendo would make a lot of enemies.
I think it'd be awesome. I personally am a proponent of this.
Yes, Nintendo. If you'd like to buy the idea from us, it is our intellectual property.
You don't even need to buy it. Just give me a Switch. I don't have a Switch yet.
A Switch.
Really?
And
Go on, send
get
me a
us
Switch.
deal with Spotify.
Yeah, that too.
At
Yeah,
least
everybody-
an eighth of $1 million.
Switches are so fun.
And a T-shirt. I would like a T-shirt as well. Yeah. So
I
we
would
got.
like- I would like some of their like tracks on just like vinyl or something. Like some of their really good, like give me the Legend of Zelda theme on vinyl. Like that's what I would like out of this deal. I don't need money necessarily. I mean, I wouldn't say no to money. Money would be cool, but Koji Kondo's music on vinyl or CD or something would be cooler.
Yeah, scratch that. I'll take Hannah's money. You can just give her the vinyls.
Yeah.
I did not
When
think this was. I thought this was an either or situation, not
No.
not
We're actually
both.
talking to Nintendo right now.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
it's
take
already
it
been
back.
written
The
in
CEO of
stone.
Nintendo's literally like right
Wait.
behind he's my cameraman.
Excuse. I'm gonna call him right now. Please.
My most recent tactic when I do my homework is I'll put on like 8 hours of Mario Kart music or like Nintendo music, so like it changes like the tracks, and then I just
Okay,
through
I
it,
like
like-
that though. I have a video like that, but it's like for Breath of the Wild, so it's just like nice vibey music. I'm like, okay.
I feel
Yeah,
like
and whenever I listen to
music too.
when I listen to the Mario Kart music, I'm like thinking about that. Although I will say this was actually related to band. Mount Wario in the new Mario Kart has such an incredible trumpet line. Like the trumpet part in that course is so good.
All Nintendo games really have like banger soundtracks.
They do. Koji Kondo is the composer for a lot of them, and he is getting it done every single time. Understands the assignment.
See, when I'm imagining like Savannah listening to Mario Kart music for her homework, I'm imagining like she'll get really big bouts of productivity, like when the Star Power theme comes on. She's like, I gotta go.
Gotta get this.
And it's like when you're at what is it?
That's what this
Meadows,
is.
And it's just vibing.
This is my star power up. Not sponsored by whatever this
Is mine.
Red Bull.
This is mine. It was full of Baja Blast.
I have my
I
lavender
drink.
water
I
bottle.
drink coffee
There's
out of.
There's one video that's like an hour and a half or 2 hours, and it's like whatever. It's Nintendo music, just generally, and I put it on the TV because I was just doing homework in like my living room, and the image was just a little Animal Crossing character named Roald, little penguin.
Oh,
And-
cute.
I was looking down at my computer for like a long time. Apparently, the character was getting slowly bigger on the screen as time
I
passes.
had one like that.
So I look up and like Roald is like looking at me in the eyes. I was like, oh my god, it was funny. They had like a Toad one and other
Yeah, because
characters too.
I've listened to the Toad one where he's progressively getting closer, but there's a version where it's I don't remember which music it might be Wii Sports, but it's like every time or no, it's the Me channel, but every time it does the da 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 that part, it gets faster every single time it does that. So by the end of it, it's just so there's that, and then there's also a version of I don't remember if it's Wii Sports Resort or a different one because that game also has pretty good music. But it's like every other beat is missing, and it feels really wrong. Just try and find it.
Speaking of all these video game bops, I don't know if y'all know who Charles Cornell is, but he's a YouTuber who does like music like analysis videos, and he's got a really good one about the Wii theme music. It's titled "The Wii Theme Music is Unironically Really Good," and I highly recommend it. It's very entertaining.
Oh
and
no, you know what I just
informative video.
realized is I just logged into YouTube to find that video because I think it's funny. I realized belatedly I'm logged into the Panther Marching Band YouTube, so anybody who follows us and like looks at the history or whatever, they're gonna see that I was listening to Wii Sports theme, but every time it pauses, it makes the song faster. So good,
Okay.
great. I hope everybody sees that.
I watched
hope
a
so,
I'm
too.
nothing but a professional when I do.
I watched a really awesome video about this person on YouTube called like Sideways or something, and he did like an analysis on why like the intro to How to Train Your Dragon is like the best video ever. Or it's like the best intro ever, and he just goes through and like explains every one of the motifs that's like brought up in the beginning of the film. Also, How to Train Your Dragon has like one of the best soundtracks of all
Yes.
time.
Do you know?
I
Do you know what my
absolutely
favorite film score analysis soundtrack is? Or
Yeah, the
films
Shrek one.
What?
The Shrek one.
No, not the Shrek one. My favorite film score analysis and like commentary video is about Endgame, where in the end by Linkin Park is Portals, the theme from the
refuse-
Oh,
Portals
and thank you
scene.
I
for joining
refuse
us
to
on this
listen.
live stream. We're gonna
I
be
think
back
I
in 2
mentioned that
weeks.
at least once every
That's it.
every
Thanks, guys.
live. I think I mentioned that. But yeah, we probably should wrap it up. We're going on an hour. Oh, hey.
Bro, this is what I looked up and saw staring at me on my TV.
I'd be upset.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
I was gonna
don't
say with
know.
How to Train Your Dragon, to finish it on a marching note, we did that this year for P&B for our standstills. And at the da 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 that part, we did like a little jig thing with one of our feet. So like unironically, I was sitting here listening to it because I was at work actually. So I was just like sitting in my desk chair typing or whatever. And I realized halfway through it, I was doing the thing with my foot, but I wasn't thinking about it. And I wasn't aware that I was doing it.
Nice.
Because it's like, because you like tap front and then you go to the side and then you go to the back. You do like this whole little diamond thing with your foot. It's very fun. Except now it's stuck in my head for the rest of my life. So
Yeah, sometimes
That's
if
not
I'm
a
just
bad
like
thing.
listening to music on shuffle and a song from like Pep Band comes on, like my like chest will like start moving. Like even if I'm like sitting at my desk like working, like it'll like start like doing the horn moves, you know, and like I'll just start like.
And eventually, like neck comes on, and you're just like,
I have a
This is
CD.
while you're doing your
I got a
homework.
CD of like HMB recordings for free, and it has Neck on it. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in my minivan
Nice.
and listen
Literally-
to Neck on my CD.
I own exactly 3 CDs that are in my car. One of them is Awesome Mix Volume 2
okay.
that somebody gave to me my freshman year of college, and that was the last time I saw him, so I've just kept it for the past 5 years.
Wow.
Then we have the PMB's 2018 CD and the PMB's 2017 CD. So there is a 66% chance that whenever you get in my car, it'll be something for the PMB playing, which is probably like sad, but it's really good.
I think I've had an Earth, Wind,
the
and Fire in
vibes,
my
I
car
mean.
for the last.
I love her.
I just play
I
Spotify.
think that's been in my CD player in my car since September when I moved out here. And because most of the time I just use Bluetooth on my phone.
So when
Yeah,
you say
exactly.
do
I
you
usually do
remember
too.
Yeah.
putting
I
that
don't-
in your car in September?
Yeah, but it
Craig?
wasn't the 21st. It was either the 5th or 6th.
Disappointing.
Man, you really blew
We
that
like
oh, I wasn't
I
gonna
have an-
wait.
I have an aux cord in my car, but it has to like hook into the the cassette
one. Mhm.
thing because I don't have a Bluetooth thing, but it's now starting to die. So now I just have those 3 CDs because usually I like hook my phone up to it on Spotify, but if I'm just like going to work, it's like a 2-minute drive, so I just let the CD play.
You can get some more cassettes. You can just plug a cassette in.
But the problem is the cassette player is what's going bad.
Oh, it's not the cassette like converter.
No, because it's
Oh,
like
sad.
my thing is starting to do like it'll just randomly try and rewind the tape, which is fine, I guess, except then it like cuts the music off while it's rewinding, but the music keeps going, so I just missed like 5 seconds of the song, which has happened more than once where it's like I'm listening to something instrumental and it's like right at the big impact part and then I miss it and I have to rewind the whole song.
And you're like, okay.
Exactly. Like one time I was listening to actually Portals, but the real version,
mean
not the Linkin
In the park, or in the end by Linkin
In the
Park.
park.
In the park.
park.
Nice job,
In
Craig.
the part.
By
Duh,
Thanos.
Craig, you-
Thanos'
Craig messed
song
it
in the
up.
park.
Oh.
And then I was just chilling in the park on a park bench.
But
Well,
right
that's
at
what,
the,
I mean, what else
like,
did they do afterwards?
Yeah, I don't
Hang
know.
out in the park.
Yeah, you got rid
right
of
at
half
the
the
big
universe.
impact part, it was just silent. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And then it was like partially into the theme by the time it kicked back on. I was like, "I can't live like this."
It's like when you're in the stands and like you have a really fun pep song and you're getting to the good part, and
But
all
then
of a
they
sudden you see
cut
like
you
the drummers are
off.
like, that's enough of that, and you're like, Oh, okay.
Can't
They did that
these
with Holiday
basketball
once, and we
players
all
wait?
screamed. Yeah, I was like, please, you do not just cut off Holiday like that. That happened in St. Louis actually, so maybe that's why you and I lost, is because they cut off Holiday.
Probably. That's definitely the reason.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
that's
100%. Yeah.
Anyway, it's you know, we're going on like almost an hour now. I think it would probably time to wrap it up. We talked about a lot of stuff today. There's a lot of good conversations. So make sure to go and drop a like for all those good conversations. And if you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Hit the button and ring the notification bell so you know when we go live, which right now is just every other week on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. I forgot
4
that
p.m.
we
Pacific.
advertise at Eastern, not in Central. I'm really tired. It's really hard. Somebody take over. I'm really struggling.
So thanks for joining us. Also, make sure to retweet that tweet on College Marching to help out the PMB. I'm going to shamelessly plug my ensemble again. So make sure you retweet that tweet. Give College Marching a follow as a thank you. Help us gain 5 to 10 cents by doing that. Every little bit counts. So from all of us, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.